So at some point, did a FedEx driver just piss off an executive or something? For whatever reason, this movie was just taking a lot of shots at FedEx. I don't blame it though. It's a bullshit shipping company anyway. The League of Superpets. So The League of Superpets is a new animated film that centers around Krypto the Superdog. When a guinea pig named Lulu captures the Justice League and leaves Krypto powerless, he teams up with a group of shelter pets who have miraculously gained their own superpowers. Now it's up to Krypto and the gang to stop the superpowered rodent and save the Justice League. I was actually pretty horrified going into this movie, mainly because the track record for animated films in July has been pretty bad if you ask me. I knew that this movie had some star power behind it, but star power does not always equal a good product. But when I walked out of the League of Superpets, I was very taken aback by how much I enjoyed myself. It's nothing groundbreaking story-wise or animation related, but just manages to be a simple fun time. The humor landed for me when it needed to land, and this movie surprisingly had a lot of heartfelt moments. Really did not expect that to come from an animated kids movie about Ace the Bathound and Krypto the Superdog, both being played by Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson of all people. And speaking of them, they were great. There is no disputing that. They've both worked on plenty of projects together in the past, so by now, I kind of feel like they know how to play off of each other very well. And that's pretty much exactly what they do here, because their chemistry in this movie is just unparalleled. Dwayne Johnson is just a very likable guy, as well as a really good dynamic actor. He can be very funny and lighthearted, and then all of a sudden just ramp up the serious factor to 1,000. It's really impressive. And Krypto in this movie is kind of going through a crisis of his own. Superman in this movie wants to propose to Lois Lane, and Krypto essentially thinks because he's gonna do this, that Superman is gonna leave him. They pretty much established that Superman has been this dog's entire world ever since they were both babies, and I feel like Dwayne's performance perfectly reflects that in a way. It is mostly played for laughs, but the few moments that it does get serious, you do feel the emotion in Krypto. And Kevin Hart, love him or hate him, he is very funny as a comedic actor. When he's given really clever stuff to work with, he can be a very good comedic wizard. Ace the Bathound in this movie is very funny, and I feel like Kevin Hart plays it for all that it's worth. And the writing of this movie definitely helps a lot of the jokes and humor land. Going in, I really did not think this movie was going to be as funny as it turned out to be, but there's a lot of really clever attempts at humor that just really work. It's not like Rise of Gru where they try to do the most outlandish and ridiculous random shit for the sake of just trying to pry a quick laugh out of the audience. Every joke, reference, and nod in this movie makes sense within the confines of the story, and that's why it works. Even to the point where this movie sometimes feels like a satire of the superhero genre as a whole. And they poke a lot at DC to the point where they're referencing the Snyder Cut, BVS. There's an entire joke in this movie surrounding Batman that just had me cracking up the whole time. Let's just say I need more Keanu Reeves as Batman, because that is something about that just feels right. It feels perfect. I need more of it. Also, did anyone else notice that the guinea pig is dressed like Doctor Strange for the whole movie? No? Just me? I mean, I thought it was funny. And I already mentioned that this movie has a lot of heartfelt moments that really worked. And it really caught me off guard at first, because from the way this movie looked, it looked like it was just going to be strictly an animated comedy geared towards kids. And while it is that, it still does the traditional thing where most animated films will try to sneak in things for adults. And I feel like that's where a lot of the more serious moments come in. There was one moment in this movie that almost made me shed a tear, and it's an entire scene surrounding Ace the Bathound and how he's talking about his backstory. Depending on how you feel about dogs and just the certain perspective on different breeds, this moment can really hurt you. I won't spoil it, but man, it about made me tear up. It really got me. And I really feel like that's kind of my only complaint about this movie. I really felt like this movie needed more moments like that. The comedy works really well and is really funny, but I feel like this movie could have used a really good balance of comedy as well as serious moments. There's only really 2 scenes in this movie where the comedy kind of slows down and the more heartfelt serious moments take over. But other than that, you know, almost 95% of the movie is entirely comedy. And that could just be me having wishful thinking, because, I mean, this is still an animated movie geared towards kids. But I feel like this movie could have benefited more from more dramatic moments. That's just me, though. Also, did you guys know that John Krasinski voiced Superman in this movie? I didn't, not until the end credits rolled around. In the end, guys, the League of Superpets was a very fun way to end July. Very funny and comedic, and the heartfelt moments land perfectly when they need to. And just a great cast overall. Like, they just need to let The Rock and Kevin Hart do buddy comedies for all of eternity, because their chemistry is so good that I really feel like they could do these movies for the rest of eternity. You know, it's a real shame that not a lot of animated movies from July were as good as this one, because League of Superpets is a fun matinee. Popcorn is a must-have. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm trying to get this video recorded and done before I have to go get my girl tomorrow, because you know, she's going to be here for about a week and a half, and that's going to be about a week and a half of no uploads. So, trying to get as many recordings done as I can. That way I can kind of fill my video quota for the week. So, yeah, that's my current struggle. I do have screenings set up for Bodies, 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 and Bullet Train. So, kind of keep an eye out for those reviews down the line. I am going to watch Prey this weekend, so expect a review for that as well. There's a lot of good movies coming out at the start of August. I'm pretty excited. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel, like I said. And as always, I'm the unbiased movie nerd. I'm saying peace, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.